Alright guys, I finally made some decent money in the market. I know, unbelievable, right? Alright, so this trade was on a company called Citrix Systems, stock ticker CTXS, and the setup was really good. I'll get into that later, but I bought 73 shares at 68.60 and sold 4 days later for 70.75. I think after commissions, my profit was $142, $143, something like that. So that means I made $166.39 just since I started trading, which is roughly 1 month. Okay, so here's my realized gain for the year, just making sure everything's well documented. And I'll get into the trade that I actually took in a second. Alright, so this is the chart for the CTXS trade, and this is what I saw in the chart that made me want to get involved. So this is a head and shoulders pattern, reverse head and shoulders pattern, where this is the head, these are the shoulders right here, and then it's in a kind of downward head and shoulders pattern. I didn't really pay any attention to that though. And I got in at 68.60, so somewhere right above here, and I got out at 70.75 up here. And it's gonna probably keep going up. I was expecting it maybe like around 76 or something like that. I don't know, maybe 73, 72. But these are the indicators that I was using for the trade too, just to show you. I was looking at Bollinger Bands. I saw this, it looked like a squeeze to me, but it didn't really play out to be that big of a deal. But I was using that, and then I use stochastics. And when I bought it, the stochastics were just making a rebound, so that was also a good sign. And then I also used the MACD. So let me get rid of this. See it a little clearer. And it was just crossing over too at that point too. So all of that combined, I was pretty confident about the trade just by looking at all of that. And then it's a pretty solid stock too. So one last thing I wanted to talk about was when the right time to sell. There are like probably thousands of books out there that tell you when to buy, articles on the internet, websites, all just devoted to telling you when the right time to buy is. But I think it's more important, well, at least equally important to know when to sell. So I'm like, as you probably noticed if you've been watching most of my trades, like after I sell, stock goes up higher. I think that's a common problem for a lot of people. But I think I'm still learning, but I think I'm just going to continuously look at my criteria to buy. And when my criteria to buy is no longer valid, I think is probably the right time to sell. So as soon as the stochastics get oversold or the MACD looks like it's coming to losing momentum, or the stock just doesn't look, it's no longer a part of the pattern that I was originally buying off of, I think that's probably a good time to sell, because if you wouldn't buy at the point where you're still holding onto a stock, then that just probably goes to show you that it might not be the best time to be still holding on to it. And, you know, I know it's painful to see your stock keep rising after you get out of the position, but you've just gotta be able to get over it, I guess, really. Like, just keep in your mind that you could have lost money, but I mean, you made it. So, and the same thing goes with when your position's going south too. Like if it's something, it gets to a point where you no longer would have bought the stock originally. I'm just gonna sell when it gets to that point. So that's all I got. I'll make another video when probably around next week I'll probably take a trade. So, all right, thanks guys.